You've been doing that for a while, right? Has this been a natural progression in your career that you find yourself guarding LeBron so well over the years?
Um, I think it's more of the evolution of the game, or where our game is right now, where um, everything's kind of on the perimeter. You got the floor stretched out a little bit more, and you don't have dominant centers like Shaq. So I shouldn't say the game's got smaller, but you just got 7-footers on the wing now. So the three ball's a little bit more important, or has a bigger effect on the game. So I think it's more that. But I understand where he's coming from. I don't know. Maybe I'll get to where he's at as far as being older in the league, but I don't consider myself older yet.
I'm not saying you're old.
I'm not embracing it yet.
I'm not saying old. I said older.
Older, yeah. But no, I don't know. I think it's a mix of the two. But definitely the game has moved out to the perimeter. So you got four men who are 6'7", 6'8", and stretching the floor out doing different things.
It's not what you signed up for when you first came in. It was different circumstances for you.
Yeah, it was a little different, but I remember playing against Boston and guarded Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul, because I was always guarding him, and I was guarding KG on a few possessions, and I guarded Perkins. And then that's when I thought this game is kind of crazy. That was like the first time that happened. So being a defensive guy, you match up against a lot of different players.
Do you expect LeBron to post up more since he hasn't been doing that in the first couple of games?
I think it's an option for them. You got to prepare for anything, and he's done that throughout his career. So we'll see what type of adjustments they make, and the key for us is to be able to counter that as quickly and early as possible. That'll benefit us most, and how we adjust to those things.
Well, last year, obviously, you lost 2 games. You won the first 2 games. You won the 2 first games this year. What are you guys going to do differently this year than last year? Can you draw from last year? What has to be your mindset?
Our mindset has to be able to. I think we're ready from the jump, but just be able to take that first initial punch. And like I said, anything they throw in the game, be ready to adjust to it. The longer it takes, the more confidence they get, and saying they have a formula for us. So, we just got to be mentally prepared to, withstand, the runs that they make at us, or small adjustments they make, and be able to counter.
How much do you enjoy what your career's turned into? You've really been able to establish your career on your own terms, whereas early on people wanted you to be something that they wanted you to be.
I've always been the type of person who's been comfortable with myself. I never really, it never bothered me to be the odd man. So I never really tried to fit in. I kind of embraced that at an early age. Like I got made fun of for just making straight A's on the basketball team. Like I was the guy that made all academics. And my teammates had no clue until they heard the news. So like I was made fun of. So things like that, you kind of prepares you. It's strange how that works, but yeah, I wasn't really predicted to be here until I got here. Like I didn't even know it. So you're just embracing how you were built, and the way you were built, and sticking to who you truly are.
You keep it secret, your grades? It was just your thing? You weren't bragging about it?
Nah, man, my mom was she was bigger than me until I was like 16. So I was afraid of her for a while. So it just habits at a young age, just don't mess up.
How much has Curry, Durant, and even LeBron, how much have they changed the game over the years you've been in the league?
Well, they've all changed the game. There's gifts and curses, but I think more gifts. Well, LeBron, I think is similar. Well, what you were talking about earlier is that he didn't change who he naturally was. Everybody wanted him to score the ball like MJ, but he was naturally just a gifted passer and a gifted facilitator, and can create and I think he's done an awesome job of embracing the scoring side, which isn't naturally him, but he's embraced it and he's maximized that. Some of the, it's amazing to see a guy who can pass the ball the way he does, still be able to score it. And then you saw the gold rush with Steph, where everyone was just gravitating to how he's playing because that wasn't something that you could see on a day-to-day basis. Just shorter guys who could dominate the game the way he has the last couple of years, and you get kind of the normal guy more into the game because they can relate because it's a guy that looks like them from a physique standpoint. And with KD, you just see kind of the supernatural. It's just crazy. He's hard to explain, but now that's kind of what every 6'10" guy wants to be like. It's like, oh, he's like KD, and there won't be. They're trying to be like that, but that's gifts.
Yeah, good luck.
Yes.
Well, what's your bigger opponent right now, the Cavaliers or complacency?
Cavaliers, they're still the defending champs, and until someone, beats them 4 times before they beat them 4 times, that you can't count them out. And they've been in a situation before, so they're going to continue to battle and fight. And you definitely can't get complacent because that's the team you're playing against.
Andre, now that you're back here in Cleveland for a 3rd year in a row, can you just talk about this experience? Obviously, to nobody in the NBA, this has never happened before. But what's it been like through your eyes?
It's pretty simple. I keep things simple. Key for me is just to stay quiet, to not be in the news, keep a simple routine, and stay locked in on the game plan.
Like most of your teammates follow that same game plan?
I don't know. I think everybody's different. They approach the game with how they see will help them game the game. So I think there's a little bit of that in there with everybody, just making sure that the focus is the game of basketball and nothing else.
How's your body been feeling? How's this in-between days helping you out?
I've been fine. Our training staff's done a really good job. So, feel like, you still want to peak. Like, you want to get better every single game, and you want to peak, with the opportunity to try to win. So, getting closer.
How about for KD and David West, they haven't won the title yet? Do you see that they're in the locker room with a chip on their shoulder? Do they motivate you? Do they do anything extra?
Yeah, I think they bring that joy to the game. It's like something they haven't experienced, and they really want it. So they're really locked in. David West has been tremendous for us, and making sure that every small detail is being fully looked into, making sure that we don't miss anything. Everybody's locked in on the bench. Whether you're expected to play 2 minutes or 20, the scout report on every single guy. So they're pretty locked in.
When do you feel your teammates are most locked in? And what is there a specific place that you see that you feel like they're really focused?
Well, I think we've been focused throughout this playoffs. We've dealt with more adversity than what you guys may think, which has been good for us. So, we're still dealing with adversity because, what are we going to do if they make this adjustment, that adjustment? You're just staying locked in. You're trying to prepare for whatever. And I think for us is, taking it one day at a time and not looking ahead. And I think if we do that and have good tensions on the court and continue to play we play, then we got a good shot.
What kind of boost personally did you get when Coach Kerr came out before Game 2 and actually stayed on the bench with you guys?
Well, nothing really changed because I feel like he's been with us the last couple of weeks. He's been there in the half times, pre-games, practices. He's been locked in. So, similar to the players, if a guy goes down, someone has to be ready to go up next and fill the void. And he's got a good coaching staff that was able to do that. And it's great to see him back. And we try to keep it kind of like clockwork, with our culture and with our team. So he prepared them to be ready for that situation, and he's back now.
How much of that, I know obviously the result wasn't what you guys wanted, but how much of that game here on Christmas kind of get you guys on the right page in terms of Steph kind of maybe seeing the right way he wanted to play and kind of integrating him back into things a little more?
I don't know. The Christmas game was it was just a little weird for me. Just to traveling was a little off, and with so much hype around the game, you can mentally exhaust yourself, especially with regular season games, because you want to approach everything the same way. But you take something out of every game, wins and losses. But that was December, so I think both teams are different. Both teams improved a whole lot, and now we're here.